Here's the what's left of Vanessa's Cosmos. The wind is just beating them to death. So you can see they're all laying over. So we're gonna try an experiment here. I'm gonna take some roofing panels that we have laying around and attach them to the north side of the thing, even though the prevailing winds, in fact the winds right now are coming out of the southwest. The problem that we run into is I can't put the panel on the south side because it's going to block the sunlight. It's going to put the plants in the shade. So we're going to see if just simply providing the barrier on the north side, if that's enough to eventually or hopefully stop the wind from blowing through. So we'll see what happens. So we're attaching these on the north side of each of the raised beds. You see Vanessa's trying to stand these back up. It definitely seems to be making a difference. And we do periodically get winds out of the north, and it definitely help with that. Because the ribs on these are running vertical, we're just screwing these directly into the pallets with the deck screws. The ribs keep the
the panel from bending. If I was to run them horizontally, I wouldn't be able to do that. They wouldn't support, they would bend over. This really only becomes an issue on the fall flowers and the tomatoes.
Well, we'll try it. Let's, um, let's put it up and see.
We decided that that panel was too long, so we went and cut in half. We just sliced it with an angle grinder.
Problems that we've got is the high winds. So we've been trying to do windbreaks, and this is what we've done in the past. But basically, just take the cattle panel and wrap saran wrap around it. But that has been it gets torn up. It doesn't last very long. So we're going to try something new.
We're taking these translucent panels. Um, they're quite expensive, but they're more rigid, and I think they have a better chance of surviving than the saran wrap did. We're cutting the translucent panel and then just attaching it to the cattle panel with night eyes. The cattle panel still provides the rigidity and the structure. Problem with the saran wrap is it just does not last. It has to be replaced every year. I'm hoping that with these translucent poly panels that we can get a couple of years out of them.
That is a much better scenario. We'll see how it holds up over time. All right. So we're going to update the windscreens on the flower garden and the other garden, the vegetable garden as well. Just because this will work so much better, and it's Memorial Day weekend, and everything's on sale. So we're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, we just went and bought 2 more cattle panels that are
It'll
16
help
foot
save
by
our
50 inch.
flowers from all these harsh winds that we get.
Yeah, springtime is the windiest time of the year. So what we're doing is we're taking cattle panels and mounting them these are 16 foot by 50 inch, so we'll just cut them. This is also what we used for the hoops for the trellises. So what did I just tape measure?
It seems calm right now, but we have had 104 mile per hour winds through here before. We had a greenhouse, small little greenhouse, on a foundation that it tore off and came down, hit our mailbox, and then came down on somebody's trampoline 2 streets over. So when we have all these flower starts that we started this year, they've already been beat up a little bit by the winds that we've had this spring. So we're hoping to eliminate that and have them grow strong, protected. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull that one off and
Cutting cattle
it into
panels
the
terrible.
flower garden.
We're attaching the cattle panel to the raised bed using conduit clamps. Here we're measuring the polycarbonate panels. Polycarbonate panels are 12 foot long and basically 24 inches high or wide. Just cut the polycarbonate panels with a circular saw. And then we attach them to the cattle panel using night ties. It's a little easier to do the middle with a second person to shove the night tie back through the second hole. I'm just using a 1/4 inch bit on the polycarbonate panels, just large enough to get the night tie through. So we got the polycarbonate panels on the south side and on the west side. And that because our prevailing winds come from the southwest. You can see the wind blowing that. Not sure what happened to the audio on these last clips. Now we're moving down to the garden, the vegetable garden, and finishing up the panels. This should work much better than what we've done in the past. So we appreciate you watching. Until next time.